action.
Why are you playing both in such a lot of different music bands?
For me, it would be very boring to just do the same thing over again. And I like to explore new territories, take in different influences. It enables me to understand music better, and if you know how to play different styles of music on your instrument, it means that you have more control over the instrument. For you?
Well, I love music so much that I want to play as many styles as possible. And living in Iceland, it's good for this because due to the small size of the country and the music scene, it sort of inspires, or if you will, pushes musicians to take on a lot of different musical hats. There's simply not enough musicians to populate all the different styles, so it's very common that the same musician will play in many different bands and many different styles.
What about sex in Iceland?
Sex in Iceland?
Well, for me, you know...
Okay. Do you have some tips on songwriting?
My main tip would be to write as much as you can. It's like, to master it, you need to do it a lot, as the same with everything else. I don't believe that we create the initial ideas, but when we get them, we need to be able to make a song out of it. And the more you have done it, even without ideas or bad ideas, the more you have done it, the better and the easier it is for you to create a whole song. That's my tip.
I write all my songs on acoustic guitars, the initial song idea, and my main tip would be to always have a guitar near wherever you go. And I travel a lot, both as a touring musician and also on my spare time. I try to travel as much as I can. I travel to weird places and high mountains and deep jungles, and I always carry an acoustic guitar because inspiration can come in different places, different times, different ideas. So if you always have a guitar near or an instrument to capture the inspiration when it comes, that would be my main tip.
What about VGS guitars?
Yeah. For me, a guitar needs to feel good to play. It needs to sound good. It needs to look good. It needs to be reliable and has to be affordable. VGS is actually one of the few guitars that qualify all my requirements. And of the guitars that do, I think the VGS make the best ones. So that's pretty basic for me.
Yeah, for me, it's like I do a lot of traveling, and I always have an acoustic guitar with me, and so I need something that's reliable, that I can, beat around a little bit, Yeah, for me the VGS is reliable.
Overshadowed by my urge to run.
You are often talking about death in your lyrics. What is the reason behind?
My dad passed away when I was 18 years old from a disease called ALS, and he had that disease since I was born. So I grew up very aware of the fact that he would die from his disease. So death was an extra member of the family, if you will. So that is a big part of me personally. But then again, death is also very big thing in the Icelandic sagas and our history.
Yeah, traditionally death has always been an imminent threat. I guess from the first day of the first settlers in Iceland, Iceland was a dangerous place, and you can see how this translated into the arts, the music, and the poems. There was very little room for humor, romance, or happiness. It's mostly about feuds, death, and a lot of superstition concerning death, and that still reverberates, echoes in the Icelandic sort of soul today, and you can pick up on it.